man. Free guys. Look, man.
ZackTV out west. What up, nigga?
Look, free the guys.
Shout out to my brother Wazzy, man. Shout out to my brother Naughty, man. Shout out to my brother Rock. Freedom game, it was the real game. It was the real tees, man. Them stand-up tees, man. Never fall, man. You feel me? No matter what. The Kasho King on his way home, man. My nigga Rock, boy, you know how the fuck
all my niggas that's gone.
You feel me? The Kasho King on his way home, man. We on the way, man. You feel
In the wild west of Chicago, survival ain't just about strength, it's about loyalty. But what happens when the streets you bled for watch you bleed out? This is the story of Nikko Whitehead, better known as Cheeks the Dawn. A name known, a figure respected, a leader, until the very cycle he held down turned their backs. What led to his fall? Why did his own brothers let it happen? And how did a kickback become a killing ground? This is the rise and betrayal of Cheeks the Dawn. Cheeks was born into the grind, raised in the trenches of the west side, dirty blocks, junkie traps, and no handouts. He wasn't a fool. From young, he moved smart, solid, stood on business, never crashing out. And around him, he had real ones. Together, they became WBMG, Wild Bunch Money Gang, a traveler vice lord set, posted up on Chicago and Trumbull. These weren't keyboard bangers. WBMG was outside, getting money, running plays, handling threats. Cheeks didn't just fit in, he led. Whether showing love to the block or riding for the set, he was the kind of dude the hood gravitated to. But you know how it go. When your light too bright, shadows start forming. Cheeks had it all after getting out of the feds. Money, motion, women. And while many cheered him on, some clenched their fists behind fake smiles. The jealousy was quiet at first. A look here, a slick comment there. But pressure in the streets builds until it bursts. And with WBMG starting to divide, the cracks became fault lines. Then came the girl. Rumor was Cheeks messed with his close homie's baby mama. And in the hood, betrayal and bruised pride don't mix. Tensions boiled over at a Western House reunion kickback. Faces from the sandbox, liquor, lean, old energy resurfacing. Cheeks ran into his ex-homie. Words flew, voices raised. Then silence as they stepped outside to settle it like men, both strapped.
Chicago police are looking for a suspect after a deadly drive-by shooting on the city's west side. A 25-year-old man was on the sidewalk in the 700 block of Spalding when a car pulled up and someone opened fire just after 6:30 this morning. The victim was shot a number of times. The suspect drove off. So far, no one is in custody.
Breaking news this morning. Someone shot and killed a man overnight in Humboldt Park. Police tell us the 39-year-old was standing in an alley near Cortez and Campbell just before 3 o'clock this morning. He was shot in the stomach and then later pronounced dead at Georgia Hospital. No one is in custody.
Also breaking overnight, a 23-year-old woman and an 18-year-old man are shot dead after a fight at a convenience store. Chicago police say this happened near Kedzie and Franklin in Humboldt Park around 10:30 last night. The woman got into an argument with another man in the store, which spilled out into the parking lot. That's when that man pulled a gun and shot both the woman and the teen that was with her, killing them. Police are now looking for that shooter.
Breaking tonight, a 75-year-old man is among the victims of a shooting in Humboldt Park. It happened about an hour ago near St. Louis and Augusta. A total of 3 victims were rushed to area hospitals. They're all expected to recover.
Cheeks pulled first, but slipped, clumsy off that lean. The shot rained into his own leg, a mistake. The other dude didn't hesitate, snatched Cheeks' gun and pistol whipped him with it. But the worst part, nobody moved. Not one so-called brother stepped in. Cheeks lay there, bleeding, stunned, vulnerable, eyes wide, chest rising slow. And the ones he broke bread with, they just watched, too high, too scared, too fake. Then, the unthinkable. Another dude, not even in the beef, stepped over Cheeks like he was nothing. 2 quick shots, execution style. Cold, empty, final. The hood shook. A legend gone, not by an op, not by a rival, but by his own side. That night, it wasn't about street codes or beef. It was betrayal in its purest form.
Breaking overnight, Chicago police are investigating a deadly shooting on the city's west side. Officers tell us they were called to the area near Franklin and Spalding for a report of a person shot. That's when they say they found a 35-year-old man who had been shot several times. The victim was taken to a hospital where he later died. It's still not known who fired the shots.
WBMG was never the same. Lines were drawn, trust shattered. Some slid for Cheeks, others disappeared. The block got quieter, but colder. Loyalty used to be everything. Now it was just a word. And the man they called Cheeks the Don, he became a lesson written in blood. What killed Cheeks wasn't just a bullet. It was pride. It was drugs. It was ego, jealousy, silence. How many more got to fall before we realized that the streets don't love anybody? That the biggest threat ain't the enemy you see. It's the bro standing next to you, watching you bleed. Cheeks pulled the gun, yeah, but he didn't deserve to die like that. Not down, not abandoned, not executed while his people stood still. Nikko Whitehead, Cheeks the Dawn, a name that meant something. A man who gave love and stood tall until the same ones he stood for let him fall. Rest in peace to a Westside legend. And to those still out there chasing names and stripes, ask yourself, when it's your name on that shirt, who gon' ride? Or will they just stand there and watch? Alright y'all, there y'all have it, man. That's the story of Nikko Whitehead, aka Cheeks the Dawn. Get in that comment section, let me know what y'all think. Drillers and trappers, we out here trapping and drilling 247. Don't go nowhere. Watch that next video. Gang!